Commander Torres watched the holographic display with growing unease as the alien fleet materialized at the edge of the solar system. 67 vessels, each one dwarfing Earth's largest battleships, hung in space like predatory sharks circling wounded prey. The bridge of the Defiant fell silent as the crew absorbed the magnitude of what they faced. "Incoming transmission," announced Lieutenant Park, his voice barely steady. The main screen flickered to life, revealing a creature that defied easy description. Its elongated skull gleamed with an oily sheen, and four crimson eyes regarded humanity with what could only be described as amusement. When it spoke, its voice carried the weight of centuries and the arrogance of a species that had conquered 1,000 worlds. "Greetings, primitive inhabitants of the third planet," the being said, its mandibles clicking in what might have been laughter. "I am High Commander Zekthal of the Hegemony. Your pathetic display of resistance has provided us with considerable entertainment." Torres stepped forward, his jaw clenched. "This is Commander Torres of the United Earth Defense Force. You are in violation of sovereign space. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." The alien's laughter was like glass breaking in a cathedral. "Consequences? From you?" The creature gestured dismissively at something off-screen. "We have observed your fleet. 12 vessels of questionable design, armed with chemical propulsion and primitive energy weapons. We have swatted aside civilizations with 10 times your capability without breaking stride." Around the bridge, the crew exchanged worried glances. Everyone knew the odds. Earth's fleet was indeed small, cobbled together from decades of international cooperation and technological advancement that still lagged behind what they faced. The Defiant and her sister ships represented humanity's best effort, but against the Hegemony's overwhelming force, they seemed woefully inadequate. "You have one rotation of your planet to surrender unconditionally," Zekthal continued. "Your species will make adequate servants once properly educated. Resist, and we will reduce your world to ash and cinder." The transmission ended, leaving the bridge in stunned silence. Torres stared at the dark screen, his mind racing through tactical possibilities, each one ending in humanity's destruction. The alien was right. Their fleet was outgunned, outmanned, and outclassed in every conceivable way. "Sir," Park said quietly, "Admiral Martinez is requesting immediate conference with all ship commanders." Torres nodded grimly. They would make their stand, futile as it might be. Humanity had never surrendered without a fight, and they wouldn't start now. The conference was brief and grim. 12 commanders, representing the last hope of 6 billion souls, discussed strategies that everyone knew were desperate at best. They would group their ships, concentrate their firepower, and pray for a miracle that seemed unlikely to come. But as the fleet moved into formation, something extraordinary happened. The space behind Earth's small flotilla began to shimmer, reality bending like heat waves rising from summer asphalt. The distortion grew larger, more intense, until space itself seemed to tear open. From the rift emerged a vessel that defied comprehension. It was not larger than the alien ships, it was larger than some moons. Its hull was a seamless obsidian surface that seemed to absorb light itself, and along its length, geometric patterns pulsed with an inner fire that hurt to look at directly. "My God!" whispered Park, his instruments struggling to process what they were seeing. It's 15,000 kilometers long." The alien fleet, so confident moments before, suddenly seemed very small. Zekthal's face appeared on screens throughout the human fleet, his 4 eyes wide with something that might have been fear. "Impossible," he breathed. "The architects were destroyed eons ago. Their technology was lost to the void." A new voice filled the communications channel, ancient and vast as the space between stars. "Not lost, young Hegemony. Merely sleeping." The obsidian ship's surface began to glow, and Zekthal's confident sneer transformed into abject terror. We withdraw. The Hegemony claims no territory in this system." As the alien fleet fled in chaotic retreat, Torres could only stare at the impossible vessel that had saved them. Humanity's feeble fleet had indeed been laughable, but they had never been alone.